It is day 322 in this hardcore world, and this is still all of the storage I have. It's horribly disorganized. Like, what the hell is this chest? We have some dye, we have some, like, rails, some hopper minecarts, some redstone stuff. This one is supposed to be hostile mobs, but we got purple blocks. We got some scaffolding. I have a crafting table in here for some reason. It's just terrible, okay? So the main focus of this episode is going to be to upgrade the storage for this area. And we're going to do that by making a dedicated storage building, where we're going to have a ton more chests. They're all going to be organized in, a much better fashion. And this should hopefully help out a lot with this world. But as always, we still have a couple other things I would like to get done first. The last thing we do in this video is going to be the storage room build. So, let's talk about what we have to get done first. As of right now, I have two goals for this episode that don't involve the storage room. The first goal is that I want to get netherite. I want to get full netherite armor, full netherite weapons and tools as well, just to finally get very, very strong in this world. I mean, we're already fairly strong with our diamonds, but netherite is just that much better. So that'll be the first thing we tackle, and in order to actually get the netherite, I'm gonna have to go to the mob farm for a while to get a lot of gunpowder. We still have a lot of sand, I think, in like one of these shulkers up here. I think this is still mostly sand. So we should be able to get a lot of TNT if I just go to the mob farm for, a good amount of time. The second thing I would like to do is kind of just like tidy up the area. This is kind of a broad topic, but I want to like make the outside of this area look better, like take this down, which has been here for, a weirdly long amount of time. But yeah, I want to add potentially more pathways in, maybe more fields, maybe build some custom trees around here. We can bone meal some more of the area. And also I want to finish the interiors of a lot of the stuff around this area too. So like the second floor of the barn, it has my wool farm, but it's not decorated, and I want to actually work on that. I want to decorate it. Same thing with the museum. That's not decorated really at all. So I would like to finish the inside of that building today. So that's kind of the second thing. It's a pretty broad topic, but I kind of just want to fix up the area and a lot of the previous builds. See this witch down there? It's about to get owned. Hold on, wait. Did it really just try to throw a potion at me? You think you're Patrick Mahomes? What is that? All right, forget about her. She's not worth the time. But let's just get started with those first two goals. The first one being acquiring ancient debris, which means I'm gonna have to go AFK did not mean to do that. We have to head over to the mob farm to go get a bunch of gunpowder.
Hello there.
Oh God. Oh my God. Wow, alright, that could have been just horrible. My man heard me say that I need to go get gunpowder, and he tried to destroy me. Alright, we're still alive. We're still breathing. I guess the actual first goal should be to fix the front porch. Alright, I don't think I missed anything. I'm pretty sure the front porch is... Oh, wait. I think we're good. I'm pretty sure it's fully repaired now. That creeper really could have just ended my entire world. That would have sucked. But actually, before we go to the mob farm, let me show off what I did last time. So we built a bunch of farms around the area, but I just want to show off the main build of last time. We built a spooky city, spooky village. It's more of a village than a city, I'd think, to kind of commemorate October and like Halloween and stuff like that. And so far, you guys have been really enjoying the build. I really appreciate it. But let me just take you through it really quickly in case you missed last episode. But this is actually the back of the village. There's a gatehouse at the front there, but I'm going to start back this way, where we have a pumpkin patch and our scarecrow. He's putting in the hours. He's a great scarecrow. But yeah, we have 4 houses. One of them has an orange roof with like the deep slate and mud kind of design for the walls. The other one has a black roof with like cobblestone, tuff, and smooth stone for the walls. And I think it turned out pretty well. I think it's a cool little vibe back here. We have a couple custom trees around the area. We also got a graveyard, or a cemetery is what I was kind of calling it. I think it looks pretty nice back here too. And then we have the gatehouse, which is my favorite part, I think, of this entire area. I think it looks really nice. Do a quick little flyby again, even though I kind of flew in here. It's a cool little area, in my opinion. And it's definitely an area that we can expand upon. But let's now head over to the mob farm, where I will be AFKing for a little bit, trying to get a lot of gunpowder, so we can destroy a good portion of the nether. All right, let's see how good my reaction time is. Right when a mob drops, I'm gonna hit it. I missed. It landed over there. Dude, just land where I'm looking. That was a chicken. That completely threw me off guard. That didn't even drop. I think that just kind of floated down. Anyway, we're gonna be done. We have almost 4 stacks of gunpowder in the first chest. And we have some more. Oh, and some raw chicken. Oh, that's so sad. And we have some more in the second chest here. A little bit more gunpowder as well, kind of trickled in. So that works for me. Let's go grab some sand. How much TNT can we make? Not that much. I'll give this a shot. Let's see how many pieces of ancient debris we can actually get from this. But also, I do want to clear out just another shulker and take one more with me. And I kind of feel like we're good to go now. We have an empty shulker box. I have a bunch of rockets if I need them. I have all my TNT. I need something to light the TNT with. And I believe now we are probably good. I mean, watch out for creepers. There's a zombie. That's not a creeper, but get 360'd, bud. Or 180'd. Hold on, now I'll actually 360 you. He just got destroyed. Oh, again. Oh, I'm just sick with it. Too nice. I swear, man, whenever I do any kind of, like, sporadic movement with my mouse, I feel like my desk is about to collapse. I'm so ungraceful when it comes to, like, mouse and keyboard games. Been a Call of Duty kid my whole life, alright? I'm a big console guy. Except for Minecraft, though. It's, like, the only game I actually play on mouse and keyboard. But, let's go! Oh my god, I forgot if I put my elytra on for a second. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. But we're good. Alright. Let me look for a Soul Sand Valley. Because I think I've heard before that you can get ancient debris in Soul Sand Valleys easier than any other biome. I don't actually know if that's true, but we're going to try it. Dude, why is that so loud? There's no reason that needs to be that loud. You want to get the sauce too, my friend? Oh, hold on, wait. That was a really good strafe. Okay, we're good. But why is that noise so loud? I can probably turn that down. But honestly, just to keep something to complain about, I kind of want to keep it really loud. I also did not bring any torches. I don't know if that's going to be an issue or not. But let's go down to Y level 15. We're at Y level 15 now, so I'm just going to dig straight for a while. Place a whole bunch of TNT down and see what we can find. Hey, we found a piece. Just digging out this tunnel. Nice. There's another one behind it. Word, dude. Let's go. Off to a great start. All right, I used a lot of my TNT in this one stretch. Let's see how much this gets us. Well, after that very long stretch of TNT, we got 12 more ancient debris. So not too terrible right now. We have 15 more pieces of TNT left. I'm going to place these down, and then I think we're just going to go crazy mining around the area. Sadly, the last pieces of TNT only really got me lava, which is not what I'm here for. So let's just go digging around for a while until we find the rest of the ancient debris we need. And let me actually figure out how much that is. I think I want to convert 10 things into netherite. So we need 40 pieces of ancient debris. Just 25 more, and we'll be chilling. It has been quite some time, but we've done it. The final pieces. Bang. Boom. Bang again. We have 41 pieces now. Let's go. Also, just out of curiosity, wanted to see how many pieces of netherrack I have broken. And it's 21,720. That is by far the most I've ever destroyed a block in this world. So, let me try to find my way out of this massive maze. Dude, that was horrible. I felt like I was in like the nether back rooms there or something. That took so long. But we made it back. Now, let's fly back to our nether portal. I want to say at least like 10 times since we've brought home this parrot. I've like walked around this corner and saw the smallest amount of green and have had a heart attack because I think it's a creeper. This has happened so many times. It literally just happened right there. I almost passed out. The netherite scraps are all cooked. So let's go ahead and grab all of those and let's make 10 netherite ingots. And now let's go ahead and make some stuff netherite. So let's set down the workstation right here in the middle of the room. That sounds about right. Hey, okay, listen. You leave, all right? Don't want to talk to you. But the first thing we're converting is a hoe, like for sure. That feels nice. Netherite hoe. It's beautiful. Let's do the rest of the tools here. We got the axe. Let's get the shovel, the sword, and then this is actually a different pickaxe than the one I've been normally using. But this one's better. I see you, creeper, all right? See you. You're not gonna get me. Yeah, this is a different pickaxe. We just need to put Unbreaking 3 on it, and then we're good. So let's go convert that, and then I also want my Silk Touch axe, which we need to put mending on. So we have a full set of tools and weapons and stuff, and now the armor. Now, we're for sure putting it on the boots, just for now, because I think the boots are essentially perfect. Same thing here with the leggings, I believe. I think they're perfect. Now, the chest plate and the helmet. I don't know what I want to do with these. The helmet's almost perfect. It's actually kind of getting there. We can do a little bit of enchanting and see what else we can get to potentially combine with this helmet before we make it netherite. That's probably the best bet. And then our chest plate doesn't have mending on it. It's only fire prot 3. I think I want a different chest piece before we actually put mending on it. But we can get partially covered in netherite, and we also have netherite tools now, which looks so good. I'm so excited to have these. I'm pretty congested right now, so I apologize if you can actually, hear that in my voice. But after this point, I decided to go to the Enderman experience farm just to try to get some really, really good pieces of armor and potentially some better books and stuff to put on the tools that I already have. We now have a very good helmet and a very good chest piece, so let's go ahead and make both of these netherite. Netherite helmet, netherite chest piece. And we are looking fantastic. Shout out to that end rod, by the way, from last episode. But what does our bird think? I think our bird likes it. Let's go, bird. Nameless bird. You're my friend. He got really sad when I said that. I'm sorry, man. But anyway, yeah, let me kind of go through a little bit of the enchantments that I just got recently, if anyone cares. I feel like a lot of Minecraft YouTubers don't show this kind of stuff, but I kind of always want to know, like, what the enchantments are. I don't know if that's weird, but I always end up pausing the video whenever, like, other creators, like, go over their tools and stuff. But my helmet, we have Prot 4, Unbreaking 3, Respiration 3, Mending, and Aqua Affinity. And then for the chest piece, we have Blast Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, and Thorns 2. This just needs Mending and another Thorns book, and I think it should be good. I was watching a video. I'll put, like, the link to the video in the description and just, like, a little snippet of the title of the video here. But it was about, like, the perfect enchants on everything in the game, and the guy was saying that if you have 3 pieces of armor, like your helmet, your leggings, and your boots, if they all have Prot 4, your chest piece shouldn't have Prot 4. It should have another kind of protection. So I just went with Blast Protection. I felt like that's the most, like, useful. I feel like blowing up by a creeper is a pretty common way of dying. So hopefully with this little bit of Blast Protection, that doesn't happen. Fire Protection's another one I want at some point, especially to go into the nether. But we kind of already have some Fire Protection here on a diamond chest piece, which I can actually combine these two to get Fire Prot 4. I might do that eventually. But yeah, for now, the netherite set is completed. Wait, hold on. Let me grab everything. Where's the pickaxe? Now, the netherite set is completed. And we're looking amazing. Look at me go. I should also mention that a few other things changed with my tools. So now everything has mending on it. I don't think the hoe had mending on before, but it now does. And we now have a brand new axe. So I realized that once I converted my axe to netherite, I needed to get another netherite axe in order to get Silk Touch on it, because I couldn't have put a Silk Touch book on that axe since it had Fortune on it. After realizing that, I just disenchanted that axe, enchanted this new one, and now it's perfect. Now this is exactly what I wanted for an axe. We also now have Fire Aspect 2. I think that's new on the netherite sword, but I'm pretty sure everything else is kind of where it was before. So we were absolutely chilling when it comes to our armor, our weapons, and our tools and stuff like that, but we are certainly not chilling when it comes to the interiors of a lot of these builds. And not just that, honestly, just like the exterior of a lot of this area should probably get changed as well. So that's what we're gonna work on next. That was the second goal of this video. So let's start considering that. I think I'm just gonna start working on all the interiors. We're gonna get those all done in one bulk section, and then we will move on to the exteriors of our little, like, spawn. This is not spawn. Our little, like, starter area. I'm just gonna start here with this shulker. Has a lot of wood in it. That's probably, like, what we're going to be mainly using to decorate the interiors of these buildings with. So let's start over here with the barn. And there's not too much more I actually have to do to this building. I kind of just have to decorate the second floor. So, like, last time, if you missed that episode, we put a wool farm in the second floor of this building, but it looks horrible, right? It just is the bare bones wool farm, and I want to make it look a little bit nicer. So let's get started with that. So then I'm thinking we can kind of just do something like this, where we have stairs against all of the dirt blocks here, and then we can kind of just slab off the rest. It might be a little crammed under here, but I think it's okay. I think it works pretty well. you know, for at least its intended purpose. I also just realized that I think I need mangrove wood to finish off the rest of this build up here. And I'm probably gonna need mangrove wood for my storage room later. I'm just gonna go collect a whole bunch right now, I think. My original plan was to gather up like one full shulker of mangrove logs. Also, look at me. What am I doing? That's weird. But yeah, my original plan was to gather a shulker of this stuff. But after gathering like just over a stack, I realized I don't want to do that. So what we're gonna do is just push that problem onto future Shram. All right. That guy hates me, but it's okay. That's something I can live with. Now this is what the upstairs looks like. There's still more we can do, obviously, which I'm going to get into right now, but I kind of just wanted to show off the layout here. I think this back section is in a good spot right now. We just have some extra storage here, a couple lanterns, a couple bushes. I think it's looking fine. Nothing too crazy back there, but I kind of like it. And we're kind of going to do like the same thing back here. Throw a couple shelves in, probably. Just throw some more random like bushes and some random barrels. That's kind of all I ever do when it comes to interior decoration. I really don't do anything that crazy, but I think it ends up looking at least okay. This is good enough for me, I think, up here. We have some hay, we have some more leaves, some more barrels and stuff, and a couple lanterns, just kind of scattered around the area. But I think we can call this interior done. The next interior we're going to work on will be this building right here, which of course is the museum, which we, you know, built a couple episodes ago. Now, I've only decorated one part of this interior, and it's this room back here. So, let's figure out the rest. Oh my god, it is an absolute mess in here. But it would probably be a good start to put in the ceiling. The ceiling for this is going to be very simple. It's going to be mainly oak slabs, and then oak stairs on the sides. And then the only other thing in the roof is, like, the ends. We're going to have, like, a little spruce, like, supporting archway kind of thing. I think that looks kind of cool. And then I think the entryway will look something like this. Got a nice little dark oak trim around the sides. And then we can also go ahead and throw two, like, potted bushes on either of those corners. I quite like that. A few more final touches then to the ceiling. Just have a little bit more spruce now in a couple places. I think it looks kind of nice. This one's a little weird, but I don't actually mind it that much because it kind of just bleeds straight into the rest of the spruce at the entrance, so honestly I think that's fine. Next up, we actually have to go find some stuff to throw in this museum to kind of show off. Now, I don't really have all that much to actually show off in this world, but the first thing we're going to put into an item frame is my very first pickaxe, which I've actually enchanted, but I enchanted it with a level 30 enchantment and I got efficiency 4. So there we go, my first ever pickaxe. I kept it this entire time. I will rename that when I remember to do so. I kind of just completely forgot, but it will be renamed, okay? But anyway, yeah, my first pickaxe makes its way into the museum. My first shield as well will go in the museum right next to it. I feel like that's pretty fitting. And then the final thing will be, just pretend, okay? Just pretend that's my first diamond. It is absolutely not my first diamond, but just pretend it is. Another first, though, my first, like, really good pickaxe. That's going to go in here as well because I no longer need it. I have this better one right here. But this one is definitely important for the history of this world. And then the final thing is just a regular golden apple. I want that to be a notch apple eventually. I kind of just wanted a spot for it right now. Those are all the things that I kind of came up with. I guess let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want me to throw in here that I currently have. And, you know, this back room, I kind of mentioned it before. Maybe I did. Actually, I really don't remember. This is going to be dedicated to the Nether. I just don't really have all the stuff for this just yet. I want to put some wither skeleton skulls back here somewhere. And I want to go hunting for those once I actually go hunting for them to get a beacon. So that'll be in a future episode. We'll worry about this later. The last thing we have to do in this building is actually go up. I really don't know if I'm going to make a way to actually access up here, but I want to make it at least look good from the outside. I probably did like the most bare bones interior up here, but whatever. It's at least something. But with that finished, I think we can actually call the interior of this building complete. Next up, I just want to make the outside of this area look nicer. And I think a lot of what we're going to do is just sprinkle some bone meal around. But let's start here by getting rid of this thing, which we used a little while ago to make some bone meal and also auto smelt some stuff. One quick stop at the mob farm and we have a ton of bone meal. I'm just gonna run around then and just start putting this down. And I feel like this should at least be a good start. Yeah, I personally feel like this looks a lot nicer now, especially on this pathway. Now we have a bunch of grass on the sides. It's looking pretty cool. Then I also continued back here and bone mealed all around the path. I left over here empty on purpose because I want to put something here. And that something is going to be a pond. That's what we're going to work on next. I think starting it like on this block right here will be nice because we can actually have the path then come through this way. And we can probably make a little bridge going across this pond to a building over here. I think a shape like this would work out pretty well. I'm just going to go ahead and fill in this bottom layer here with dirt, because then I can actually just put down all the water really easily and then just take away the dirt to make the different levels I want. That's definitely looking good, but we have to put a lot of decoration in the pond and outside of the pond. So I'm going to go grab a whole bunch of random materials. I think that is looking pretty good right now. I'm just going to go through and bone meal a lot of this stuff down here to give it some more life. Next up then, we have to throw a bunch of random stuff on the outside. And we are very close to being finished. The last thing I want to add is a bridge across. Yeah, I think this bridge works pretty well. Nothing too complex, but it gets us across, and I think we will put something over here eventually. But for now, this looks pretty nice. And I really want to work in some glowberries somehow. So, let me go brainstorm for a little bit and see what I can come up with. I think this could work. We just have like a little archway there with some glowberries hanging down. That could look kind of cool at night, I think. And alright, I think this is kind of completed now. It goes to nothing, like I'm aware, but we'll work on that another time. But I do think that's going to be everything we kind of do to the outside of this area. I think we made a good bit of progress on some of the stuff I've been meaning to finish for a little while now. But next up, we have to start with the storage building. You know, I really wish I didn't just do that thing I did earlier, where I didn't gather a whole bunch of mangrove wood. So, what we're gonna do is just push that problem onto future Shram. That guy hates me, but it's okay. That's something I can live with. I really do hate past Shrammy, but yeah, we have to get a whole bunch of mangrove wood now. We now have 4 empty shulker boxes. These 2 over here have rockets and just some like random wood stuff in them. So I'm kind of just going to keep those as they are because I'll probably use all of these wood things. And then this red one is just always going to be my rocket shulker. But these other 4 shulker boxes can be filled with stuff for this build. And I think I'm going to get the really annoying process out of the way. We're going to go get a bunch of mangrove wood. And I'm just going to, you know, bone meal the propagules that we actually just have here. Well, that was just the worst. This might not be enough, which is very saddening because I don't want to do this again. But I think I might just call it for now and just come back later if I need more. Let's move on to a much better type of wood to collect. We're going to collect all the jungle wood that we have here. That was so nice and simple. Got a stack and a half of jungle logs from that one tree. Might need to plant more, but I think this will also at least be a good start. I don't mind coming back to get more materials once we start building. I just kind of want to get enough to really get the build going. I've already started doing it, but next up, we're going to collect all of this dark oak wood. This is essentially what we just gathered up right now. I did kind of combine this shulker with the blue one over here. So now all the wood stuff is together. I do want to fly over to the spooky village, though, and I want to see if I left any wood over there. Not too many wooden blocks over here, but honestly, it's fine. There's still some stuff I could use out of there. Okay, this pond over here at night is looking pretty good, in my opinion. This is the first time I'm kind of seeing it at nighttime, and I really like it. Seems like I forgot to put string over this piece of bamboo. It's alright, though. Watch the zombie. He's gonna get the sauce. I definitely killed him. That was me. I think we actually have everything we're going to need in these shulkers right here. We have a whole lot of wood that we kind of just collected. Some random, like, leftover pieces of wood. Also, a bunch of mud stuff. Got some decoration blocks down here with some lanterns. I don't really need the hay bales for this build in particular, but whatever. They're not taking up that much space. It's fine. And then we got a bunch of, like, stone and mossy bits for the floor of the basement of this place. Now, it's probably in the title. I'm sure I put this in the title somewhere. This is going to be a storage room and a tavern. I thought that up in the middle of this episode, all right? Like, I knew I wanted to make a storage room, and I also knew I wanted to make a tavern at some point in this world, so I figured let's just combine the both of them. Also, do not mind the poisonous potatoes over there. All right, they're just chilling. They're vibing. They escaped the barrel. I'm gonna let them go. But I definitely feel like we can make a really nice building here where, like, the basement is going to be the storage room. I have, like, a general layout in my head for this build. I think it's going to be kind of big, so hopefully if I freestyle it, it doesn't turn out too badly. But I freestyled that entire castle pretty much, well, most of it. I think I said this before, but I built, like, one of the walls over here in creative before. But I freestyled the rest of it. I think we could probably freestyle a tavern. I'm gonna do my best to do so. But anyway, yeah, let's try to figure out where this thing's going to go. I kind of like back this way, kind of back behind the museum. We can probably branch off the path like over here in some direction. And then we're just gonna need to clear out some space back here. How do I want this oriented though? That's kind of the question now. I also want to have like access to go in the mountain if I want to make more storage in the future. So I want this pressed back against the mountain. I'm thinking like right around here, maybe exactly where I'm standing now is kind of where we start this thing. So time to clear out all of these trees. I also think I'm going to bring down the dirt to this layer right here. So let's start doing that too. We got ourselves a decently big space right here. Let me kind of break down what this section of the building is going to be. So my idea is that this is kind of going to be the basement. This is where the actual storage is going to go. And then above this, we will have the tavern, where kind of like all the people spend all the time, and then this is just kind of like the storage for the tavern, but it's doubling as my actual storage for this world. And this is the size of the basement. Not massive, right? It's not like a huge amount of storage, but we could always expand in that direction. We can always keep going down. We can maybe expand over here. That might be a little tight, but we can at least go down and that way. So I think I'll be perfectly fine on storage for a good while, just with this amount of room here. But with that all laid out, I think we can just start building this thing. And I'll see what I can come up with trying to freestyle a tavern. I've never built one before, but I've also never built a castle before this one, and I think that turned out fine. So hopefully this goes just as well as that castle. I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. I feel like this build turned out kind of well. And obviously it's not completely finished. I kind of just have like the shell put up. So it looks nice, like compared to the rest of the area. Like it's a good addition, I think, but the inside is like completely empty. And we're gonna end off this video here by doing the basement. So we're gonna do the storage room, and I'll probably also connect a path over here. But as for like the tavern itself, which is up here, I don't know what I'm going to do for this just yet. I don't really know how to design the inside of a tavern. So, I mean, you guys could always like leave some tips down below of what I could potentially include up here. Like, I'll probably have some spots like for some bars, probably have some like little tables, kind of like out here. I have like a little table out in the, you know, the upper deck area. I don't know. Maybe you guys can give me some suggestions down below of what exactly to put up here. I could also throw something actually functional up here, or we could just make it like a nice just decoration piece. I don't really know. But let's go ahead and start working on the bottom floor, which is of course the storage room. And I kind of want to make just like a legit entrance into the storage room. I just don't know where to put it. For now, I'm just going to throw it right here. I don't know if this will be the final entrance. I really have no idea. We're going to begin, though, by throwing in the floor, which is just going to be this same pattern down here. So we're going to have some smooth stone, some cobblestone, some tuff, some mossy cobblestone as well. Might throw in some moss as well. That might look kind of nice. Yeah, okay, this is the floor I was kind of thinking of. I think this works well, you know, for a basement. Next up, I think I'm just going to lay out all the chests. Let's just get those all down now, just so I know exactly how much space I have. All right, I feel like it looks like an absolute mess right now, but I think this is going to be the layout we go with for the inside of here. So kind of just imagine all of these chests are brought up to that block. This is going to be a massive upgrade over the storage that we currently have, and I really do like that. So let me go and just make a whole bunch more chests, and then we'll actually get all these archways connected, and it'll look a lot less messy, I'm sure. I am fairly certain that the storage room is now completed. And I also threw on the like floor for this top part of the building as well. Kind of just went with some deep slate variants. I think it looks nice. And we'll probably, you know, decorate the rest of this top floor using some spruce, probably some oak wood and stuff like that as well. Kind of like what I've been doing for the rest of the pillars, like right here, as you can see. Probably do that kind of decoration up here. But I want to do one final thing to the building itself before we start working on the path, and that one thing is just actually adding in the windows. I put in the spots for all the windows, even though These windows are useless. Might still put something there. I don't really know. We could even just do like a fence or something weird. Might actually just stick with the fence. I feel like that looks better than a piece of glass would look right there. But yeah, we can have glass pretty much everywhere else around this building, so let me go get some. Also, don't mind the weird gaps in like the walls up here. I probably should have pointed this out before. I was kind of just trying to save some materials just because mangrove wood is really annoying to get. So if I was able to save some, I kind of took that route. The glass is now all put in, so the last thing we actually have to do in this episode is just connect up the path, which should not take too much longer. But honestly, if you guys have been watching this series this entire time, you probably are quite familiar with the path design that I have for this little area. So let's just go ahead and throw it in. I'll catch you guys back up again once I have the shaders on. We got the shaders on, and it is actually nighttime, and I kind of wanted to wait for this because I wanted to see what the whole area looks like at nighttime with shaders. I feel like it's gonna look really nice. Hopefully mobs don't bother me too much. I am on fire. This might have been a mistake. I keep getting bombarded by mobs, but hopefully a creeper doesn't come up and just ruin my day. That would suck. But anyway, walking through this way now. This pond is looking really sick, honestly, with shaders on at nighttime. I really like this vibe right here. I want to go to this place in real life, okay? It looks like a good time. Can you stop? Do not realize that I'm trying to do an outro right now. Oh my god, your child is here too. I don't want to destroy the grass. I'm on fire again. God, this is just the worst. But this path now extends this way. We have some nice light. We have some lanterns. I like this tree, so I put a lantern on it. But, you know, this whole area is looking kind of chill. I think I need a lantern right here, though. Let's do that for sure. Seemed a little dark in that one spot. Maybe one right here, too. That's it, though. I'm done. But yeah, now you can continue this path all the way up here to the tavern / storage room. Let me know what you guys think about this build in the comment section down below. I always love to hear what you guys think about my builds. Honestly, like pretty much all the comments so far have been just super kind. You know, I've been getting a bunch of new viewers lately. It's just awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support on this series. You guys genuinely seem to be enjoying it, which makes me even more motivated to make the content in the first place. So I really do appreciate it. But enough of that. Let's do a little flyover so we can kind of see what our area has turned into so far. It's looking nice from above, man. I love the connecting paths. A lot of light around the area. Maybe I should light up some of these roofs a little bit more. Or looking a tad bit dark. But I'm a pretty large fan of what we have been able to create so far. I see you over there, man. I see you trying to end my hardcore world. Don't do it, alright? Just be a bro and let me go. That rhymed. That was unintentional, but we're gonna rock with it. But I should also mention real fast before the video ends that I think I am going to try to get everything moved in before next episode. Like all my storage, I'll move it all to, you know, the basement of this building. That sun is bright. I'm gonna look this way. But I'll try to get it all moved in before next episode. But next time, I don't really have any plans as of right now. We'll kind of just figure it out as we go. Maybe I'll continue working on the tavern. Maybe we'll finish the like upper floor, the main part of the tavern. We might do that next time. Build some other random stuff. Maybe I'll get a couple totems. I kind of want to get some totems of undying. I probably should do that just so I could potentially survive longer. We are on day 365. I've survived a year in this world. Huh. That's pretty cool. But after surviving that long, I should probably have a totem at this point. So maybe we go ahead and do something like that next time. But thank you so much for watching this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.